Hello everyone, this is Steve Andersen with the USBA, and I am happy to say our guest today is Miguel Torres. Miguel is not only a Colombian three-cushion champion, but also a United States three-cushion champion, and arguably one of the best artistic carom performers in the world. Welcome, Miguel.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for inviting me to your interview. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, we appreciate having you. I guess my first question is, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the next World Cup actually down in Colombia?
Yes, sir. It's going to be, I think, tomorrow. It's going to start in Medellin.
And why are you in New York City, sir?
I really would like to go over there and play the tournament, but before this, this tournament, so I get invited for someone in LA, Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going on Monday to Los Angeles to play a tournament up there. Fortunately, I can be in Colombia this time.
Oh, well, wonderful. Well, we all wish you good luck out in California, and I'm sure you will play well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I will.
Great. Well, let me ask you a couple of questions regarding maybe your past a little bit. What got you started playing billiards, and when did you know that billiards was going to be your passion in life?
Okay, usually I started to play billiards because I have a bet with somebody. He was, I never played billiards in my life, but this guy was the best in my neighbor. And then someday I was kidding. I say, my friend, if I practice this game for a little bit, I'm going to be better than you. But I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Right? And then he was very upset at me. I didn't know it's going to happen like that. And then he threatened me, and he says, okay, I'm going to give you some time, like maybe 3 months. He gave me or something like that. And he says, if you don't beat me, I'm going to kick your butt, something like that. So I was very scared of that. And then I tried to find some place to learn a little bit, and I did, and I started to practice, and in like 4 months something, in Colombia there is a lot of billiard tables, but there is 3 sides of the table. There's very small, middle one, and the big one. So my friend, the guy threatened me. He was playing the small one, and when I had the chance to practice, I practiced in the big one.
Aha!
So when I went to the small one, it was very easy for me, everything.
Absolutely. So I take it the end of the story, the moral of the story is you kicked his butt on the table.
Right. But after that, he kicked me anyway, my butt, but it was okay.
That's a good story. That's great.
Yeah.
When did you move from Colombia to the United States?
Oh, in 2000.
In 2000, okay.
Yes, I came over here. I won the national champion in 1999 in Colombia, and then I'm supposed to go to Europe to play the World Cup, but at that moment the federation, they don't have a lot of money, so that year nobody sent anybody to over there. So next year in 2000 there was a World Cup in Las Vegas. So I spoke to the federation and I said, okay, I think I have the right to come to go to play in the United States. So they sent me over here, and I decided to stay over here, and I'm here right now.
Well, good. I'm sure glad you decided that, because you are a excellent representative for three cushion, and we're just so happy to have you here, and hopefully you'll stay here for your whole life. But
yes,
yeah. Well, let's talk. Do you currently have a room now that you own or partly own, or what is your situation with your room?
Yes, before we have two places. Now we have one. I have a partner that he helped me a lot and give me a chance to practice too. And we have the place in Jackson Heights, in Queens.
Oh, okay. What is the address for those people that would like to visit your room?
It's 4033 82nd Street. The name of the place is MGM Billiards.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. And do you have a website they can go to?
No, papi, no, but we're working on it. We're going to have a page a little bit later, but almost everybody who likes billiards knows my number and knows how can communicate with me.
How many tables do you have in MGM?
We have 7 3-cushion Beethoven, and we have 8 pool tables, Brunswick.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Excellent. Speaking about practice and having your room, do you have like a practice routine where you go through some practice drills, and how often do you practice within a week's time?
Okay, when I have a chance, I play, as much as I can, but lately we're busy and, sometimes, I don't like to practice in my pool hall because a lot of people is over there and, they always ask you something. So I like to teach you better than practice. So most of the time I have a friend of mine, he has a private table. So I go over there and play by myself when I have a chance.
Oh, well, it seems to be working out good for you. So that's great. Let me ask you about the competition in the United States. Obviously, you're one of the best players in the United States. Pedro seems to be the dominating force. Would you agree with that right now?
Yes, sir. I think he's, first of all, I like him very much. He's a very nice guy. He's a very good player. He's very humble. And he's very professional, and also he's very, disciplined. He's the most focused player, and I think this is the difference between him and the rest of us. But anyway, he's our goal anyway, because when we go to the tournament, our goal is to play very good against him.
Sure.
Try to be, yes. Even, Hugo is playing very good right now.
Yes.
Also, Tony Shaw, Mason, it's like 6 or 7 players, that very strong players over here.
Yes, I agree. Is there something you think you would have to do to become the dominating force in the U.S.? Is there more time at the table, or what do you think it would take?
I think my problem, it's what I think by myself, is I have to work in my mind a little bit more, to concentrate more and get more focus on the game, because sometimes when I'm playing I get distracted very easy. So this is I think if I can correct that, I'm going to be a little bit better.
Sure. Wow. Well, at least you're being honest, and knowing our strengths and weaknesses, that's half the battle. If you can work on those, that's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I had a question from one of the AZ posters. His name is Sightline, and we've been talking about what some people call stroke theory. And basically what that means is above and beyond whether you're putting right-hand English or left-hand English on the cue ball or hitting it high or low, that actually a lot more follow-through, or taking the butt of your stick and at the last second raising it up, or doing something a little different to make the cue ball react differently, do you subscribe to that theory, or do you think that English is English, and whether you hit the cue ball on the right or the left or high or low, it's going to do that, and there's nothing else you can do to add to the cue ball but the different Englishes?
Or you mean to get the reaction of the ball?
Yes.
Okay, what I think is, I think the important thing every time you shoot is the speed. For me, I think the speed makes the difference. You know, you can put your cue on the right side, on the left side, on the top, on the bottom, but the way you change the way of the cue ball is the way you stroke it. I mean, for me, it's the speed. You know,
Yes.
because you can use any system you want, but if you change the speed, the system didn't work. You have to be accurate with the right speed, and then you can get wherever your cue ball wants to go. You know, like when you're driving, right?
Yes.
You know, when you are driving, the wheel of the car is beside wherever you want to go. Over here is the way you. For me, I'm talking about me. I don't know, maybe Pedro, Hugo, some of those guys, maybe they do differently or think differently than me. But for me, I think the speed is the most important thing.
Well, you know what? That is such a great point you make. I think, I agree 100%. I think that focusing more or a lot on the speed of the shot is going to have a lot of effect on how it comes off that first, second, and third rail, as an example.
Right. Exactly.
So, yes, very good point. I think we all can learn something from concentrating on that. Well, I have a kind of a new format, or at least part of a format to the interviews. I actually email the guest a diagram, and when I post your interview on the USBA website, it'll show the diagram that I sent you.
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. So when you look at that diagram, and I believe you helped me because I don't have it in front of me right now. I apologize, but I thought you were you playing the white ball?
Yes. My cue ball was the white ball, right?
Yes. And were you playing off?
Of the yellow ball.
You were playing off yellow?
Right. You can play it for both sides, but I think the easiest way to play the shot is to play by yellow ball. You have to play yellow ball, and then long, short, long. And you have to play thin ball in order to avoid the keys.
Okay, see,
it's not complicated shot.
You just feather the yellow ball,
right?
And that way you don't get the kiss, and it's
Right.
pretty much I don't want to say a natural, but it's not real difficult if you can feather the ball.
Right.
So go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, and also if sometimes because the position that you gave me, the cue ball from the object ball, for the first object ball, is far away, right?
Yes.
So some people sometimes are not really accurate because of the distance. So also you can play by the red ball, like a little drop, but it's maybe that one is a little bit more complicated because the keys. You have to be careful with the keys. But I think the right way for everyone is to play by yellow ball.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Well, that makes sense. So if it was a longer shot, one could say maybe it's harder to get that feather shot, and then you might want to play off red. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, are you going to hit the rail first, or are you going to hit the ball first?
When you play by the red ball?
Yes, sir.
No. You have to hit red first.
Red first.
Ball first. Right.
Okay, wonderful. Well, good. Well, that'll be interesting to see what I happen to agree with you. I think that's the shot too, and I try to practice those feather shots. But obviously, I'm not as good as you are, not even close. But yeah, that's the way to do that. Well, closing comments. What are your thoughts about billiards in the U.S.? Is there anything we can do to help promote the sport? What would you like to see us do?
Okay, first of all, I have a dream. This is, since I came to this country, I really would like, and this country has a world championship because in my country, in Colombia, they had before Mexico, Ecuador, Peru, and all of those countries in South America, they held the world championship. And United States, they just have a World Cup in Las Vegas, right?
Yes.
So, I do an exhibition recently in the athletic club, and I was talking with some people over there, and they would like to organize something like that. So they told me if I can find out how much we're gonna need and what we need to apply for to hold the world championship over here. It would be nice if we can have one day, right?
That would be fantastic.
Right.
Whether it's in New York or Vegas or just so long we have it in the United States.
So if we can do that, the people in the athletic club, they're interested to do that. So maybe we have to organize and walk and talk and try to find the sponsors but at least I think we're gonna try to do that. I hope we can do it. Will be nice for United States and for the billiards.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. Matter of fact, that's a good idea, and hopefully we can all work on that and find some sponsorship, and maybe this will be the beginning of finally getting some people together and being able to have the World Championship here.
And also, I'm sorry to say this, but I would like to say that everyone who be interested in learn how to play billiards. So I put my place, in order to whoever wants to come to learn. We able to teach. Sometimes they have to pay just for the table time. That's it. But I really willing to teach anyone, kids or
That's
anyone,
wonderful.
Everyone's welcome.
That's wonderful. Well, you are a great ambassador of the game. I want to thank you so much, Miguel, for taking your time out. I know you have a busy schedule. You're playing. Where is the tournament located in California? Do you know what room it's at offhand?
I never been over there, but it's Milpitas.
Oh, okay.
California.
Oh, okay. Well, again, good luck. Thank you so much, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steve.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.